What's up, y'all? So the purpose of this video is pretty much to talk to people and connect with them and see like what y'all's take is on on certain topics that we may not always have like this straight black and white answer for. Like for instance the gay community, right? Like, love my gay community, love y'all to death, to the moon and back. But the gay community is really, in my opinion anyway, and that's only based on personal experience, but this gay community can be real toxic, like real toxic, and mean. There's a lot of guys out here that are like extremely like rude and mean, and they put out this energy that makes you, makes other folks feel like, they're better than them or whatever, like that. Like that's the energy that certain guys put out there, like, oh, I'm better than you, or, look at that little stuff you got. That ain't nothing compared to what I got. This, I got that. Ooh, and it's like that stuff don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, dudes are really, and it's really. It sucks because I don't really kind of really want to make it too much like about race and stuff, because I've seen it on across all levels, across all boards. I've seen it everywhere in many different ways. But of course, again, in my own personal experience, there's a lot of black gay men that kind of do the most, but then also on the flip side of that, it's a lot of gay black men that are at the receiving end of all this negativity and mess. We do the most sometimes when it comes to just the normal treatment of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen so many situations where a guy just randomly gets talked about just because, like, he could be minding his own business, staying in his lane, doing whatever, and just because of the fact that he may not be as attractive as what you're probably into, you'll drag this man through the moon and back. Talk about everything he got going on. He ain't nothing, blah blah blah. But then we'll stand in other rooms and advocate for gays and equal rights and all this stuff, and try to make it seem like straight people need to respect us more, which I feel like they do. But how can they respect something that you're a part of that they don't even see you respecting? You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what irritates me, because again, like I said, I've seen a lot of moments where people do that. Like, you literally will bend over backwards to try to ruin one of your peers in this gay community, but then you'll go and be trying to advocate for straight people to respect us, but you'll be doing all the disrespect that you'll be putting in the world literally is in front of some of these straight folks that feel like, oh, well, okay, I mean, if he's doing this, then I mean, it's kind of making me feel like I'm well within my right to feel how I feel about these folks. And I'm not trying to, say that it's okay for anybody that's straight to, just abruptly just be rude to other gay people and dislike them. Because no, that's not how it should be. Like, everybody should be cool. Especially because at this point, a lot of the majority of us in the gay community is kind of like we kind of already know that a lot of straight people ain't checking for us really. So in my experience, I feel like there are a lot of us who kind of are on their best behavior for the most part, as far as like not trying to rub anybody the wrong way or trying to make them feel like they should be uncomfortable when being around us, because I definitely don't do that. And it's crazy because in my personal experience, like, I have more straight people that have given me more respect than my own peers in the gay community. Like, I've been through some stuff. Like, I've had people in the gay community like literally go, like, they have tried to drag me to the moon and back, like just straight dog me out because I'm really just not in, because I decide to not really always be into what they're into. I don't want to participate in some of their behavior sometimes. I don't want to do certain things. Like I'll fall back, or, you know, I'll be trying to be the voice of reason sometimes. And I catch a lot of flack for that. Like people literally will tell me, like, you know, you always trying to, you know, be the good guy, or you always trying to act like you better than us, or you always trying to diffuse stuff, or do the, you know, trying to just stop stuff. Like, what's up with that? Like, you don't never be acting like you down with it. Like, you be acting like, you know, like you scared or something. Woo. And it's like, no, I'm not scared. Like, and anybody who ever was my friend, even for a moment, they know I'm not a punk by far. I'm not a punk. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to stand up for myself. I don't need an army to help me. Like, these hands work. Like, these hands work, baby. But at the end of the day, I'm not interested in beefing with people. I'm not interested in fighting. I'm not interested in the negative stuff. So I like to really be strategic and pick and choose who I like to surround myself with. And unfortunately, I kind of feel like I'm in this space of not being able to surround myself with anybody, because I'm this huge introvert now. Like, I stay home, I live under a rock. All I do is work and stay home and do my own thing. I just like, because all the opportunities I've had in the past where I have been a part of these different, you know, cliques of friends and creating these cliques of friends and all this stuff, it only lasts for so long, because I'm recognizing that I kind of don't have as much in common with all of you as we kind of thought we did in the beginning. And I don't know, maybe it's that a lot of them probably felt like I was just playing when I said that I prefer to not be in any drama or any mess, or I don't want none of the, I just don't want none of the drama. Like, when I walk into an establishment, whether it's a club, bar, a park, a birthday party, whatever type of shindig, like whatever it is, like I want to be able to walk in that space with zero enemies and leave with zero enemies. And with these people, a lot of these folks I've had these type friendships with in the past, especially the very last person that I, you know, kicked it with a lot. Like, it was always some mess. Like, it's always drama, it's always mess, and then I'm always being put in the middle of it to, you know, try to either back him up, or I'm put in the middle of it as being the culprit for whoever said whatever was what. And there is not one person who could ever really just be out here and be like, oh man, every time I link up with Taylor, he always dragging such and such through the mud, talking about woo. Like, no, Taylor don't do that. Taylor don't move like that. If anything, I'm trying to stop you from saying the rest of what you about to say. Like, I'm the dude that's gonna be in the corner like, abort, no, don't do that. This ain't the place, this ain't the time. But you a grown man, you still gonna do what you wanna do anyway. Have at it. And now I'm backing off, I'm detaching myself from the whole thing. I wanna be a part of none of it. But yeah, it's like, I just don't know what it is, or who made it cool, or who, like, I guess maybe I'm missing like what the cool part about it is supposed to be as it relates to the mean guys. Like, why are we being mean to each other? Why are we putting each other down so much? And I really want to know why we put so much energy into because it's one thing to kind of engage in the whole little hearsay thing about people, right? I didn't like his shoes, or I didn't like, he probably wearing a fake chain. Woo. Like, it's one thing to engage in that type of hearsay, even though I still don't condone that. I prefer to not even participate in that either. But it's just worse when your actions are far beyond that. When you are at this point of literally doing everything in your power to literally like screw up somebody's life, get them fired from their job, make them lose their home, whatever the case may be. Like, it's crazy how people really do stuff like that. And I've experienced, like, it for real, it be our own people, our own members of this gay community that will literally stand up and do everything necessary to be the helping hand, and their peer losing out on whatever it is that they have. And more often than not, there's never a real solidified reason for even going that far. Like, a lot of people just do it just because they don't like to see the next person win. And that's so irritating to me. I don't understand why that is. And that's caused me to, like, again, be this big introvert that lives under a rock and don't want to go outside or don't want to participate in being with big crowds of people anymore, or being around people like that. I barely even like engaging with people on social media, because it's kind of like, ever since social media has been this really big thing now, it's like even an easier way to put other people down. Like, I just feel so bad for the people out there in this world that are in this community and actually kind of got a lot going on up here in their mental already. You know what I'm saying? Because having to be a part of this gay community, especially if you're a black man, I already know you're going through it. And that sucks to even know that there's a lot of people out there right now that's really like, whew, don't even know if there's even going to be a tomorrow, because they're so overwhelmed and stressed with all the negative things that are coming their way consistently, and sometimes feeling like it's all hitting them at one time. And the people that are the culprits of dishing out all this negative energy, like, it's like, y'all ain't got a care in the world. Like, y'all do it so effortless. And it's crazy. Like, it's super crazy how a lot of you just don't have a care in the world, and y'all just be out here just knocking people down. Then, man, all they feeling is like, I don't know. Do y'all normally see people doing that? Like, do y'all experience, like, other people in the gay community really, like, just going to the ends of the earth to make somebody else experience a downfall? Yeah, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.